A Critical Role Among Us collab, a new Rings of Power trailer, and rats.
Explain, now!
Welcome to Tabletop News Tuesday, our first news rundown of the week. Today we're talking about the latest Critical Role crossover, a new Rings of Power trailer, and the new line of Skaven miniatures over at Age of Sigmar. Remember, if you like these kinds of news videos, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons so we can keep making them. Now, on to the news.
This is breaking news.
Critical Role is crossing over with Among Us. Today, the popular mystery deduction game announced a series of new character skins featuring various characters from across Critical Role's assorted campaigns. Some of the characters include Knot, Laudna, Fern, Chetney, and Jester, along with a handful of other characters that are very obvious to fans.
This Critical Role collab with Among Us is pretty special, as previously the only other group to get a full set of cosmetic skins were the HoloLive VTubers back in 2022. And while we have seen some minor accessory collaborations with games like Undertale and the year since, this would be the first full line of new collab skins in years. This also marks Critical Role's big return to video game collaborations, with them previously having an entire DLC devoted to them in Pillars of Eternity 2, and multiple characters from their campaigns show up in Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. But those collabs both came before the pandemic, and this Among Us crossover marks the first return to video games for the Critical Role brand since 2018. Is this another sign that Critical Role is finally getting serious about that Critical Role video game getting off the ground in the near future? To get even more name recognition in a huge game like Among Us, so make sure you grab your in-game Critical Role skins when they become available.
How do you want to do this?
A new Lord of the Rings Rings of Power trailer is out now, continuing to build up to the show's release later this month. In the trailer, we briefly see an Ent, which reminds me that they recently revealed that Entwives are going to appear in the new season. The Entwives, of course, are one of the great mysteries of Middle-earth, having disappeared during the Second Age, around the time that Sauron rose up. Hey, isn't that kind of like the plot of the entire TV show? Now, Tolkien himself suggested that the Entwives were wiped out by Sauron during the War of the Rings and that some may have survived but they were enslaved. Kind of a downer there. And I'm curious to see if that connection will get made in the show. I guess we will find out at the end of the month.
Sauron has returned.
It's one of the final days to back the new printing of Jiangshi, Blood in the Banquet Hall, the ENnie award-winning tabletop RPG about running a restaurant and surviving periodic hauntings from deadly hopping vampires, is back with a second printing over on Backerkit. The new printing also features a new Haunted Tales scenario book, which expands on the setting with new eras and new situations for you and your friends to run through. Now, this is a great and innovative RPG, and the new Backerkit funding could really use your help, actually. Be sure to give it a look today.
Check this out!
Games Workshop has unveiled a new line of Skaven miniatures, including a nascent daemon turned evangelical nightmare. Over the weekend, Games Workshop revealed a number of new miniatures for Age of Sigmar, focusing on the amazing Skaven forces. Those, of course, are the rat people that actually gnaw through reality and shoot guns and do all sorts of other cool stuff. Skaven, they're the best! As the victors of the Battle for Hell Crown, the Skaven line was fully revealed over the weekend, and it includes a massive new centerpiece for a Skaven army in the form of Vizix Scour, which is a literal demon that was turned into a rat evangelical nightmare thing. It also has a bunch of little rats kind of hanging around him because he's just a cool dude. Other highlights include the forces of Clan Skyer, all of which are wielding dangerous warpstone and other nasty looking weapons, but are safety conscious as well, as a few of them are actually wearing gas masks.
Have no fear! Safety is here!
And finally, the Cosmere RPG has raised over $7.1 million in its first week, which is just huge. The Kickstarter absolutely crushed records this week and is steadily heading towards Avatar Legends' $9.2 million record. Now, while the Cosmere RPG only needs to raise about $2 million in 2 weeks to pass that goal, which is highly doable, we'll note that in the last 3 days, it has actually received less backers per day than what Avatar Legends did at any point in time during its campaign. So, It definitely seems like the Cosmere RPG got a lot of backers, but some of that momentum has slowed down just a bit. So it is still possible that Avatar will hold on to its record. Now, regardless, it's just a number, and obviously this has been a massive success for the Cosmere RPG. So congratulations to the Brotherwise and Dragonsteel teams on a massive success. Your hard work has paid off, and we're very happy for you all.
Happy.
Anyways, that's all the news that we have for you today. Be sure to let us know what your favorite story was in the comment section, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.